Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for January 18th, 2021. In September, the Star Wars Trading Post took over the Wonderground Gallery at the downtown Disney District at Disneyland Resort. While the store has been a great place to find Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merchandise with the parks closed, some have wondered if the Wonderground Gallery would return. Thankfully, the Disney Parks blog has confirmed that the Star Wars Trading Post will be relocating to a more permanent location, and the Wonderground Gallery will be reopening with some changes. According to Disney Parks blog, the Star Wars Trading Post will soon be moving to an exciting new spot at the west end of downtown Disney District. Walt Disney Imagineers have created a design inspired by a hidden jungle resistance base, and it even includes Rey's iconic speeder prominently displayed at the entrance. Well, what do you think that means? A jungle resistance base? Well, that would be the former Rainforest Cafe at downtown Disney, which has been closed since June of 2018. After closing, originally, you may remember this was for that new Disneyland Resort Hotel that never got built. Rainforest did express interest in returning. However, I guess Disney didn't really like that idea, even after they canceled their 4-star luxury hotel. The plan was scrapped, and locations such as Earl of Sandwich did reopen. Over 2 years later, it looks like Disney never struck up a new deal with Landry's to reopen the space and is taking advantage of the empty location. Star Wars Trading Post will be housing exclusive Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merchandise in its new home while Disneyland remains closed indefinitely. Wonderground Gallery will reopen with its usual items such as art, but will now also include housewares, headbands, spirit jerseys, and more. Opening dates for either store have yet to be announced. The announcement that Disneyland would be discontinuing all tiers of their annual pass holder program not only affects pass holders of the West Coast Park, but some Walt Disney World pass holders, at least if you have the Premier Passport. Premier Passport, of course, offered guests the option to have annual passes at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland resorts. The Premier Passport will continue to work at Walt Disney World theme parks until March 31st. After that, guests will need to renew the Walt Disney World portion of the annual pass by calling the VI Pass Holder Support. If a call is not made by that date, the Walt Disney World side of the pass will be discontinued as well. There is a 15% off renewal rate for those who choose to renew their Premier Passport. If you are affected by the discontinuation of the Disneyland Premier Passports, you can call VI Pass Holder Support at 407-939-7277 to renew your Walt Disney World Premier Pass. Keep in consideration that Walt Disney World is not offering the purchase of new annual passes at this time, with exceptions made on a case-by-case basis. So if you are a Premier Pass holder and don't renew by March 31st, you probably won't have an annual pass of any kind. After being lost at sea for nearly 2 months, the sail sign that's outside of Pirates of the Caribbean is back in one form or another. The popular Magic Kingdom attraction has been without its sign since November, replaced by a simple black sail. But now a new sail has been hoisted, which has the same logo text and the cannonball holes in it as well. It's great to see this back. The Walt Disney World Railroad has been closed since late 2018. The extended closure due to the Tron Light Cycle Run construction and, Disney not wanting to pay to run a ride. It's been the reasons for it. The railroad tracks had to be rerouted for Tron, though, and finally more of that track is being installed, specifically right now near the Fantasyland station. The station in Storybook Circus has been silent for over 2 years, but now new rails are stacked atop railroad ties along the platform. The railroad ties elevate the track over the rail bed. It appears that synthetic rather than wood railroad ties are being used this time around. The red wheels and axle are used to check the track's gauge. Although we still don't have a reopening date for the railroad, it's good to see the work is progressing. It's been well over a year since the Leave a Legacy monoliths were removed from the entrance of Epcot. This program allowed guests to get a photo of themselves preserved on a metal plaque and was then displayed at the front of the park. With the announcement of their removal, Disney assured guests Leave a Legacy would live on in a new spot just outside of the Epcot gates. Though COVID-19 has caused construction delays, scrims have been up over the new Leave a Legacy locations. The 2 new Leave a Legacy locations are past the security checkpoints before entering Epcot. They are to the far extreme left and right within the security perimeter. So these are basically security fences, but they're going to also hold these Leave a Legacy displays, whatever they look like, whether they're remade or they're just cleaned versions of what was on the other ones. These, what look like fences with a scrim on them currently, will be the new Leave a Legacy displays, as they'll be mostly visible as guests leave Epcot, as otherwise you would have to make a sharp turn after coming through either of the security checkpoints to see these. The Peanut Butter Crunch Cupcake has returned to Disney's Hollywood studios. Previously available at the Trolley Car Cafe, the cupcake is now available at Rosie's All-American Cafe. This is a chocolate cupcake topped with buttercream and covered in a peanut butter candy shell. It's available for $4.99, which is actually cheaper than it was at the Trolley Car Cafe 2 years ago. Head on over to our website to see the full review. Walt Disney World President Jeff Vail and Parks and Resorts Chairman Josh D'Amaro recently toured the rooms of the upcoming Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel and have shared some photos of the walkthrough on Vail's Instagram account. Quote, Josh D'Amaro and I enjoyed a sneak peek of the great progress the Walt Disney Imagineering teams are making on Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser here at WDW. Inside, we visited the atrium and looked at the bridge, windows to what will be a galaxy far, far away. We even checked out the cabins in progress, including their windows to space seen in these renderings. Rooms come in two sizes, a regular size cabin, which is what they're looking at, and there is a larger captain's quarter cabin, but each floor is set to have 32 regular cabins and only 2 of those first class ones. For an exclusive full tour of the floor plans and concept art for the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, including the lobby layout, the guest rooms, and more, you can visit WDWNT.com. It's linked to in the article about this. On rare, cold Batuan days, travelers can pick up a special cider at Ronto Roasters. Spiced Surabat cider is only available when the temperature drops low enough, and you can get it spiked for an extra punch of warmth, or keep it non-alcoholic so your wits are sharp for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. We picked up the cider on our latest trip to the Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. It's a hot apple cider with notes of hickory smoke and winter spices. Cider was served warm, not as hot as the description might lead you to believe. It's a 16-ounce drink, which is a good size considering the price of $3.79. The spiked version, of course, costs $13. You can head on over to our website for a full review. Have you checked out the first episodes of WandaVision on Disney+? Well, don't worry, there are no spoilers here, but we will spoil these new petite cakes inspired by the show that are available at Amorette's Patisserie at Disney Springs. Right now, guests can get 2 different versions of these cute TV-shaped cakes, one inspired by the 50s, one by the 60s. That only changes the chocolate piece on the front. Each episode of WandaVision takes place in a different decade of television, and Amorette's will be releasing new decade designs as the series goes on. Each cake has a black and white image of Wanda and Vision on these first 2. The cake itself is shaped and styled like a vintage TV, complete with an antenna on top. Kids, look it up. Though the 50s and 60s cakes have different images, they have the same ingredients. They're chocolate and vanilla chiffon cakes and have white chocolate and dark chocolate mousse with cookie crumbs and chocolate pieces. Head on over to our website to read the full review, and you can be sure that we're going to check out these WandaVision cakes each and every week, just like we're going to check out WandaVision. I actually liked it. I know a lot of people hate it. It turns out, of course, something people don't like, I like. It's usually how it goes. Just a day after checking out the completed facade of the M&M store at Disney Springs, the giant M sign has been added. The sign sticks out from the front of the building above the glass doors. It's a giant red M&M, and as we know from concept art, it'll light up. Wires have also been added to prepare for the other light-up M&M decorations that'll be added to the white sections of the facade. Around the wires are support rods. Though there is no opening date yet for the M&M store, it seems it'll be ready soon. Stopping by Disney Springs, many exposition park food trucks are often an excellent choice, with choices rolling in and out, including some that you just can't miss. Unfortunately, our visit to the mac and cheese food truck made us never want to return. Oh boy, we tried the mac and cheese fritters. You would think these, they sound good, right? To read our full review of these, there's 3 of them for $6. They're lightly dusted with Parmesan cheese and what appears to be parsley. I read the full review, as you might guess, on our website. Gideon's Bakehouse at Disney Springs is now officially open. The bakery soft opened in December, but then closed for quite a bit. But thankfully did have its official grand reopening on January 16th. As part of the celebration, Gideon's offered free art prints of its gargoyle. There were also stickers, limited edition cookies, free peanut butter buttercream dip, and a gargoyle t-shirt for sale. The grand opening promotions drew quite a crowd. In fact, traffic was backed up entering the Disney Springs Orange Garage and beyond. Long lines of guests snaked through the garage an hour before the bakery's 10 a.m. opening. And in fact, the wait time for the bakehouse reached 11 to 12 hours via virtual queue. Shortly before 11 a.m., the virtual queue wait time had swelled to that time, but then was gone. Couldn't get them anymore. On the day of the grand opening, we were able to visit the shop and try some of those limited edition cookies. Many of these, while only available for one day only, will return at other times of year. They had the March peanut butter chocolate swirl, the October the Frankenstein cookie, and the December Santa's White Christmas cookie, which I will tell you is the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life, that white Christmas one. And you better mark your calendars for December when that returns. Each cookie costs $6, and you could read our reviews of all of those on our site, and I'm sure we'll republish them when the time comes. But I don't know what kind of person's going to wait 11 hours for a cookie. That seems pretty ridiculous. I'm going to continue the news now. Let's talk about more food at Disney Springs, shall we? Maybe food that doesn't take a 12-hour wait. I'm covered in white chocolate now. The Daily Poutine has a new dish at Disney Springs. The food stand hasn't had many special items this year, only the returning Oktoberfest poutine. But now they had a new deli poutine. It's French fries with chicken, tomato, curry sauce, and paneer cheese. You can get it for $9.99. And guess what, folks? You can read the full review at WDWNT.com. There's a reoccurring theme here. I wonder if it continues in the next story. Roaring Fork is a quick-service eatery at Disney's Wilderness Lodge at the Walt Disney World Resort. Here you can find breakfast food, sandwiches, snacks, and much more. And we stopped by the counter-service restaurant to try the new Creamsicle Cupcake. This citrus dessert is available via mobile order and is formally described as an orange-flavored cupcake topped with buttercream icing and a marshmallow center with crisp pearls and an orange gummy. You can get the cupcake for $5.99. The review is on our website. It's that time of year once again. Mardi Gras is fast approaching. And even though we can't celebrate in New Orleans or New Orleans Square like usual, or enjoy Mint Julep Bar's iconic beignets, visitors to Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen at the downtown Disney District can still get in on the Mardi Gras fun with the delightful new Mardi Gras beignets. Available for takeout since eating and drinking are prohibited at downtown Disney. The delectable set of 4 beignets is only available by ordering via the mobile site and picking up at the Jazz Kitchen Express window. They come in a sealed container of 4, hot and ready to eat once you safely leave property. They are glazed beignets. They come with an almond glaze and green, purple, and gold sprinkles, the traditional Mardi Gras colors. Head on over to our website to read all about them. Ever famous for its adorable and occasionally strange merchandise, Tokyo Disney Resort has made their next advance to our wallets and hearts with these adorable new character-themed cable protectors. There are 6 different choices from a variety of Disney properties, including my personal favorite, my beloved Shandu from Sinbad's storybook Voyage at Tokyo Disney Sea. I need that desperately. There's also Rex, Donald Duck, Sully, Oswald, and a little green man from Toy Story. All 6 will be available at the shops of the Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea parks, as well as Bon Voyage at through the Tokyo Disney Resort app starting January 20th. They're 800 yen each. They're pretty affordable. Even though the Happy Fair with Baymax is postponed due to the latest massive spike in COVID-19 cases in Tokyo, the merchandise is out for everyone to peruse and pick up. So naturally, we stopped by the park this week to see what was on offer from our personal healthcare companion. You can check out the right here on our YouTube channel. Spencer did a full video tour of the merchandise. Be sure to check that out. It's all super cute. Do you love Coca-Cola and Disney? I sure do. Well, then you can swing by the Coca-Cola store at Disney Springs for a new round of Coca-Cola and Disney merchandise. This new line includes pins, keychains, plush hats, and decor. You can read all about it on our website. 2319. It looks like something from the Monsters, Inc. world has arrived at Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts. It's a Scream canister phone case. We spotted it at Disneyland Resort a few months ago. It's now also at Disney Springs. This 3-dimensional phone case resembles the Scream canisters, later Laugh canisters, used in the film. Caution, unrefined Scream is printed at the top of the phone case, along with some warning labels. The Scream capacity meter is filled with beads. This phone case is $29.99. We found it at the World of Disney, Disney Springs. As the winter chills set in, there's plenty of choices for guests to warm up with while visiting Disneyland, like fleece character sweatshirts or vintage hoodies. After all, who doesn't love to sport their favorite character when they visit the parks? But now there's 4 new sweatshirts featuring the characters from The Fox and the Hound, Toy Story, The Lion King, and Lady and the Tramp. They're all available at the World of Disney store in downtown Disney. Usually we don't share stuff like this, but this has been such a popular post and people love these, and honestly I think they look great, that we felt we needed to share them. You can read more about them at WDWNT.com. With 30% off merchandise discount being given at Disneyland Resort annual pass holders starting Monday, it's a perfect time to browse around for more Disney items on Buena Vista Street. In fact, at Julius Katz & Sons, we found some new snow globes featuring 2 fan favorites. The first features the villain of The Little Mermaid, Ursula. She stands upon a sea blue pedestal adorned by the unfortunate souls of the film. Of course, Ursula can't be without her moray eel minions, Flotsam and Jetsam, and her iconic Poor Unfortunate Souls is the centerpiece of the collectible. The second snow globe features Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion. The base resembles a red-painted crypt and is surrounded, a brick crypt, if you will, surrounded by figures of the hitchhiking ghost as well as the caretaker and his pooch. Of course, Madame Leota is front and center. She performs her seance to summon the mansion spirits. The glitter inside the snow globe provides shimmering hues of purple, green, blue, and pink. The snow globes retail for $39.99 each. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you don't mind, I'm going to try on my new hat here. Oh, you want to know where I got this new hat? Well, this is the new WDWNT cap. It is a New Era baseball cap, by the way, which is great. And it's going to be released this week by the Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. So a fun thing, if you're a WIGS member, which you can join at patreon.com/WDWNT, you'll get early access to buy this hat on Wednesday. And if not, they go on sale to the general public on Thursday at 9 p.m. during WDW News Tonight. Now, why do you need an early purchase opportunity on this hat? Well, because we've only done 100 of them. It is a special limited edition item. We've done a New Era baseball cap with our signature D logo there, the full WDW News Today logo hanging out back there. Very cool. Only 100 of these made, and that's it. So again, Wednesday for WIGS members, Thursday, 9 p.m. for the general public. Make sure you grab yours. They're going to be $40. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney World. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.